do people spend more money than on the bouquets for the bridal party or on the reception side of things?
There's
no set.
The weddings are so all over the place these days. A lot of people are liking just the little simple nothing bouquets, and they want to spend lots of money on the reception because they're going to be there for hours. Other people think, well, look, my bouquets are going to be in my photography forever.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to spend all the money on. We don't really care about the reception. We're just doing little decorations.
Yeah, sure.
It's so individual.
Okay. So
Because
really...
I have a lot of people ask me about package prices and things like that, but I just cannot. There is no, package, because I have one wedding that's got 8 bridesmaids these days and 2 flower girls and I have another wedding that's got 2 bridesmaids and one that wants a throwaway posy and one that doesn't, and one that needs ceremony and reception and one that doesn't. So it's
just too different.
It has to be individual. Yeah.
Okay. I've seen some flowers, certainly not the ones that you've done, where they start to go brown or droopy. So why is that happening? Say at the end of a wedding day or at the end of the photo shoot?
Maybe because they've been delivered hours before.
Okay. So when
they're needed to be delivered. That would be my biggest call on that one.
Okay. So when do you deliver your flowers to the bride?
When the photographer's due.
Okay.
Because you don't need them before then.
Right. Awesome.
So they're better off in my cool room. So I aim to walk in the door with you guys.
Yeah.
And then you can start taking the photos.
And they're looking their best. And they should last then.
And they'll last their best. And even if I've got a wedding that I need to take up the Hunter Valley or something like that, I'll keep it in the cool room till the second I'm leaving, and then I'll put it in foam boxes with ice bricks and things like that, so it keeps it really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if, say, a bride is doing everything on an absolute budget, can't afford to have you do her flowers, or using a new florist or a friend, and they get their flowers 3 hours before the wedding, what should they do with them?
Try and put them in the fridge, or try and put the bottoms of the stems in some water. So
in water in the fridge? Or
even better, but you've got limited space in the fridge, so you might not be able to stand up the bouquets on an average fridge shelf.
Okay.
Probably have to sit them in the shelves.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you can't get them into the fridge, the coldest room in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. And should they be trimming the bottom of the stems off?
If they can, but usually the florist won't have that much stem left after the ribbon, and you don't want to put them in water and get the ribbon wet. And yeah, if you've got enough stem to cut them and put them in water, great.
Yeah. Okay. And then what about how strong are the flowers? Like, can you touch the flowers?
You're better off not touching them. I mean, there's not normally a need
to touch them.
What
about laying them down? Like, is there a better way to lay them down so they look better at the end of the day?
Well, I always make them with a flat back, so that you know which way your back is. You always lay them that way, so that you're never turning them the other way. Because if you turn them the other way, you're going to squash those flowers, and that's going to be your front.
Right.
If you don't have that you can't tell a definite back, my suggestion would be tie a little bit of string on, put a clip on it. Something, stick a pin in the ribbon that you make it your spot, that you always put it down that way. So then you've always got one side of the bouquet that's not getting put down on that you then hold to show the front, because otherwise if you keep putting it down on a different spot, you're going to end up gradually crushing all those flowers, and you're going to hold them up and you're going to see those crushed flowers.
So I know that when you come into the bride's place where they're getting ready, the first thing you show them is this is the back, this is the way you hold them, this is how they're going to look fantastic.
Yep.
Okay, so that's why you do that.
That's why I do that.
Awesome.
So they know.
And you're experienced.
That's right.
So you know. And then today when I walked in, I expected to see flowers everywhere. Instead I can see jewellery, and there's feathers, and what else have we got there? Parasols as well, lots of different things. So you obviously sell that stuff as well.
Yes, I do. I just saw a gap in the market, really, where there's a lot of the sort of cheap flare jewellery around that I particularly can't wear because it gives me allergies. I need to have sterling silver or rhodium or white gold, so that it's good quality, it doesn't give you ear infections.
Yeah.
So I source suppliers that manufacture and design themselves, so they're unusual, they're not what you're going to see everywhere, and they're also a really good price point and a good quality. Cool. So I'm very happy with the range I've got.
And the girls just see that when they come to see you about their flowers?
Yeah, and they can try them on, which is something you can't do in a jewellery shop, because I'll disinfect them afterwards, but jewellery shops won't let you try them on.
No.
And you really need to see earrings on you, because sometimes you'll pick up a pair and think, oh, they look great, and then and it doesn't suit your neck or how long you want them to fall.
Yeah.
So I tend to find they'll line them up, try on different pairs of jewellery, earrings, and see what they look like.
Excellent. Okay, that's been awesome. Thanks heaps, Tanya. If there's anyone on the Central Coast, I guess you service Newcastle and Sydney as well, is that right?
Yeah, and the Hunter.
And the Hunter
I
Valley.
do a lot up the Hunter now.
Okay,
yeah.
so if girls or couples want to get in contact with you, you've got a website?
Yes.
Which is?
www.angelblooms.com.au.
Okay. And the best way to contact you is through the website? There's a contact form?
Well, there's my contact details. Quite welcome to give me a call.
Yep.
I tend to find most people these days, though, will send you an email.
Okay.
And then we go from there.
Great, perfect. Okay. Look, thanks again. That's been unreal.
That's all right.